Hey guys, welcome to another episode with your billionaire farmer. On this episode, I'm going to be talking about staking. Also, I'm going to be talking about the recent chemicals that we are using on our tomato farm and the progress so far. Now, in my last video, I was talking about the transplanting and how far we've gotten, and of course, the spraying of fungicide, foliar fertilizer, and of course, the spraying of insecticide, right? So fungicide, foliar fertilizer, and insecticide. And I explained that if you've not seen that video, you might want to hit on the channel, and the last video before this video is that video. But in this video, I'm going to be talking about one thing we're doing right now, which is of course staking. Now, there are a couple ways that people farm tomato particularly in Nigeria and different part of the world, but particularly in Nigeria, it's even different from the north. In the north rather than what we're doing here in the southern part and eastern part of the country, right? So in the north, there is a system of farming where you just plant your tomato and just allow it just grow, and then it grows on the floor, right? So it grows right on the surface of the floor and just spread across, right? But in this part of the country, which is a more efficient way to farm, we try to farm, and then once your plants get to at least, after transplanting, 2 to 3 weeks, between 2 and 3 weeks, and the third week of transplanting, sometimes some people even do it as early. Some people even stake before transplanting. You stake your farm. Now, staking is simply the system where you use either vertical or horizontal way of pegging your plant. Now, staking is simply it's showing on the screen. Staking is simply just using your bamboo stick or any meat. You could use anything actually. You could use iron, you can use anything, but of course we use bamboo stick for ease of use, availability, and cost, right? So it's cheaper. For my case, I'm lucky enough to have some bamboo on the farm, so we just cut from them and use. And then last time we did farm, we used some, right? So we're just reusing some of the ones we used previously, right? So if you don't have bamboo on your farm, you can just purchase it. It's relatively cheap, right? So you can just buy it or find somewhere, or you can just use normal wood, but relatively try to get something that is cheap. Don't use something difficult. Now, why do you have to stake your farm? Very simple. You stake your farm. Mind you, I'm talking about a very important chemical that you need to spray after the conversation about the staking. Why it's important to stake is, in this part of the country, once we're done planting, we use our bamboo stick. You can see in this video that is showing on the screen, or the video that I showed previously or showing right now on the screen, after you stake it right on your ridges, right, very close to your tomato. So what we do is that we count it. After every 5 stems of tomato, there is a bamboo stake. Then you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You stake again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you stake again. Right. So you want to tie. Then you tie a rope, right, horizontally across the bamboo, or you tie it horizontally upwards or horizontally beneath. So you make 3 or 4 layers depending on how high your tomato plant gets to grow. So you can do 1, 2, 3. So you connect one bamboo stick to another. Now, what you do is, after doing that, you now get to tie and stake your tomato plant to this rope. Now, I'll show you a more clear video that shows that from what we did the previous time. But explaining why this is important. Why this is important is very simple. It's such that your tomato plant does not grow and start crawling on the floor, because what happens is that it is laying on the floor, and then there are tendencies for a lot of things to happen. Number one is nematode infection, bacterial infection, and of course it can actually get rotten on the soil, rather not floor, I beg your pardon, right? So it's very, very important that you stake your farm. If you have not done that, you need to do that, all right? If you don't have your bamboo stick, you have to do that. The whole idea of this video is to take you along my journey rather, and show you everything I'm doing, right? So you don't get to any point like, oops, Phil didn't say this, right? So I'm telling you this now beforehand. If you've not done it, or if you're 2 weeks into farming, start getting your bamboo sticks already, or whatever tool you want to use to stake, but importantly, you cannot allow your tomato plant to crawl. The reason also is because the tomato stem is not strong. Did I just say stem? Sounded like I'm from Cross River. I'm not being stereotypic right now, but yeah. So the tomato stem, right, is it's not as strong as corn, cassava, or the likes. It's very tender, very fragile. So it easily breaks, easily bends, so it needs support. That's why mistake. Secondly, I want to talk about the application of calcium. It is extremely important that you apply calcium because, again, these two things are intertwined. The reason why you apply calcium is for better fruit, bigger fruit, and of course, stronger stem. If you know, physically as humans, we need calcium because of rigidity, strength, and all that stuff. So just the same way you need calcium, your plant as well needs calcium. And there is a good news. Before that, so what we're doing, I just instructed my workers to actually apply the calcium. So normally you get your calcium in granules form. You can go to any agro store, tell them you want calcium for your tomato plant, and then they will give you calcium. So when you get your calcium, you just dissolve 3 to 4 spoons of calcium, 3 to 4 spoons, not teaspoon, proper spoon, 3 to 4 spoons, because it comes in granules form. So you dissolve 3 to 4 of it in any form of maybe just a little cup of water, so it melts properly, it dissolves in it, right? Then you stir and stir and make sure that it's properly dissolved. Then you pour it in your knapsack, apply your water, and add water to the knapsack and fill it up because it's a full knapsack, and then spray it across. Make sure you spray it properly, the leaves, the stem, every part of your plant properly gets a portion of the spray. Got that? So yeah, that's very important. Calcium, you don't want, in fact, if you miss it, then there's a problem. Your plant is going to be very obvious. It's going to be very obvious, right? There are other things that would happen, the possibility that can happen, but let me not be a prophet of doom. So yeah, it's very important that you do that. Now you might notice that I'm kind of not very active in this video. I just gotten back from the farm. It's been a long day. I had other things to do at the office. Then I had to visit the farm. Then I had to come back to also work. But I figured this video is very important. If I don't do it today, it might be too late because there's also something I need to share with you tomorrow. So, and again, if this is your first time, please hit on the subscribe button because you might want to stick around for videos like this on agriculture and just on tech generally. So good news is that our plants are already flowering. You must have seen that in the last video, in the video that's showing on the screen right now. Our plants are flowering, or in fact, it's fruiting already. Yes, it's fruiting already because I saw there were fruits already popping out from them already, but I didn't have the time to go back to that angle because it does not come out at the same time everywhere, so it just catches up eventually. Yeah, so it's fruiting and it's such a beautiful sight, really beautiful sight. Yeah, so that's about what I wanted to share with you in this video. I hope this video was impactful and you learned something. I'll see you in my next video.